Cruising is going to be bigger and better than ever in 2025. These are the top 5 trends that are going to shape the future of cruising. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, Rob from Cruise Seekers, and welcome to our cruise info show today. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to be talking about the 5 top trends of cruising in 2025 that are going to shape the way we are going to experience cruising in the future. But until we get into that, I would like to thank each and every one of you folks who have become a member of this Cruise Seekers community. Thank you so much for doing it. It is so appreciated. Thank you for subscribing. And if you are not subscribed just yet and you love cruise deals and you love cruise information and you love cruise tips, hey, think about subscribing. Turn that notification bell on. It's free to you. It gets you a ton of information. I hope you do it. And while you're down there, hit that like button. It does help that YouTube algorithm. It does help this community grow. And it does get us a little bit more out there to the rest of the cruising community. Thank you so much for doing that. All right. So today we're going to talk about the 5 top trends in cruising for 2025. So let's get into it. Now, the first trend we're going to talk about is the drive to more sustainable cruising. We're seeing almost every ship coming out nowadays involved with LNG, which is liquefied natural gas technology to propel the ship, or hybrid different types of fuels. Every new ship is coming out with newer and better technology to be more fuel efficient. You're also seeing a lot of ships, most of the ships nowadays, coming out with the ability to connect to shoreside power so they don't have to run the engines when they're in port. This is all a push to get to carbon neutrality by 2050. And a lot of people don't think it's going to happen, but you know what? I believe it is, especially with the advent of AI and the engineers employing AI to help them push technology further and further. I think we're going to hit it. And if you look at the excursion lists for your cruise, you're seeing a push to a more sustainable excursion option. You're going to see kayaking. You're going to see cycling tours. You're going to see help in a school in that local community. You're going to see helping sea turtles get to the ocean. Lots of really cool options nowadays to see a port and kind of be more involved rather than being a big old bus tour. The next trend I want to talk about is a push to a more all-inclusive pricing model. We have seen just recently, because of California legislation, the incorporation of taxes, fees, and port expenses in the visibility of the cruise price right from the get-go. I hope this trend continues even further to include those daily gratuities. And if you want then to enhance your cruise with an all-inclusive package, with a drinks package, with Wi-Fi, with specialty dining, we're seeing also a further trend to incorporate those at time of booking as well, which I think is amazing. I like getting all those things taken care of right out of the way so we are not hassled when we get on the ship about a drink package or any of those other things. The cruise lines have listened and they are pushing toward that more all-inclusive experience right at the time of booking. There are only 2 holdouts right now that don't offer an all-inclusive experience option at time of booking, that being Royal Caribbean and Carnival Cruise Lines. I hope they eventually go toward that model, just like all the other cruise lines have. Another big thing that you're seeing with new ships coming out of the dock is an enhanced solo cruiser experience. Beforehand, you were lucky if a ship or 2 came out of the docks with solo insides. Now, almost every ship coming out has some sort of solo option. Many of them have multiple solo options. You have solo inside, you got solo ocean views, you got solo balconies, and you also have some really, really nice solo lounges. The cruise lines are also enhancing their activities for solo travelers as well, so that they can make friends, so that they can eat dinner with each other, so that they can plan excursions with each other, so that they can plan future cruises with each other. And with all these new solo options that help people go on travel by themselves, it will allow them to, because they don't have to pay that double price anymore, because they have a smaller room and they have that option now to enjoy cruising as a solo traveler like never before. And this trend is growing and is continuing to grow in every ship that you see coming out. Another trend you're seeing with cruise lines is the expansion of the box of the different ports of call they are going to. Asia is seeing a huge growth in the number of ports that are open to them for ocean cruising. You're seeing Arctic cruising growing and growing and growing. You're seeing expedition cruising growing and growing and growing. You're seeing river cruising growing and growing and growing. Heck, Celebrity just introduced that they are going to be buying 10 new river boats to do river cruising. This is going to give people a lot more options, a lot more choice, and hopefully drive those prices down. We're also seeing these itineraries in ocean cruising that are doing a lot more overnights in ports, which is going to give you a more feeling of you're actually at this port rather than being in there in the morning and getting out there before the sun goes down, which is a really nice thing. You can experience those locations so much better when you have that overnight. I saw this wonderful cruise on Holland America for leaving from San Diego, going to French Polynesia, and almost every island that you stop in French Polynesia has an overnight. Almost every stop that you are in Hawaii has an overnight. These are great, great options. It allows you to feel more immersed into those ports rather than just kind of being an in and out type of tourist. And the final trend I want to talk about is the trend to high-tech cruising. We're seeing AI assistants. We're seeing smart rooms. We're seeing faster and better internet connectivity. We're seeing interactive digital experiences. You can go on an MSC cruise and use a digital assistant called Zoe to get your dining taken care of or your excursions taken care of, and it will speak in multiple languages for you. It's just quite amazing. Ocean Medallion has been around with Princess for a long, long time, and other cruise lines are starting to adapt this technology, such as Virgin Voyages. I hope more and more of them do adapt this technology because it is so game changing. The faster internet and those access to Starlink now on almost every cruise line is a game changer compared to what it used to be for internet on cruise lines. I can actually conduct business nowadays on a cruise line perfectly fine. I could do Wi-Fi calling. I could do Zoom calling. It's easy now. Before, not so much. It's amazing. And these interactive digital experiences, you got VR areas that you can go to on NCL. You also have these interactive digital experiences for scavenger hunts on Royal Caribbean. You have an interactive digital experience for escape rooms nowadays. And the theaters with the LED technology and the robotics for the screens, the theater has become like Vegas on a ocean going vessel. It's quite amazing. And almost every new ship that comes out has these technologies built right in. So there you go, folks. Those are the top 5 trends in cruising that I see coming out in 2025 and into the future. We have more sustainable cruising. We have a more all-inclusive type of cruising. We have more solo options. We have digital interactions. We have more sustainable excursions. We have all sorts of really cool things that we're looking forward to, and it's going to change the way we cruise in the future. If you enjoyed this video, hey, give it a big thumbs up. It does help that YouTube algorithm. It does help other people find this channel, and it will help this community grow. And if you've been watching this long and you love these type of videos about cruise information, cruise tips, cruise deals, think about subscribing. Turn that notification bell on. This way you're notified every single time we put out new content. Thank you so much for doing it. What do you think are some of the trends in cruising that is going to change the future of cruising that I didn't talk about in this video? Leave a comment down below. We love engaging with you folks in the comment section, and we try to answer to each and every question or comment that is put down there. So until we talk again next time, this is Rob from Cruise Seekers reminding each and every one of you to always seek the seas. Bye now.